when you found her, she was just like this?
No,
She developed it after. No, she couldn't move at all.
no, she was like, her head was hanging like that, and she was just like this.
Did they harm her in that section, or?
I don't know.
Always to have a hand to hold her hair.
Okay, let me
her
just go
head.
back to the well.
She wasn't eating. She was hungry. She was thirsty.
Yeah, I combine food and water with her so she can pass down the food. She hydrate her. And if you let her, she'll stay there and eat all day. She have no sense of, okay, I'm full. Yeah, you have to put an alarm on your watch, on your clock,
Okay.
because she will eat all day, all day.
That's what I was wondering about, because she'll get, if she gets too big, then.
Wait, what, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, she'll eat all day. You have to, pause. And normally chickens, if you look at them, they're eating all day. They don't stop. They're scratching, they're eating, look, they go to their plates, they scratch, they go for worms, they go in the mud, they go, so she will sit there and eat all day.
So I have here my fingers, so gonna like hold her head, or this part of my hand if she wants to go back, or I have this too, so she can like feel some support. Or also you can like hold her and just like that. Come on, Bonita. And I try to put her on the eye so she can like, hey, here's the food. She's not that hungry, I think now. I think she's more thirsty.
Good intuition, Paulina.
I think she's thirsty.
That's one of the great things about dealing with animals, because they can't speak our language. Our natural intuition has to evolve. Otherwise, you're not as successful communicating with them and picking up when something is wrong, or if they need something. We just develop it by naturally, because they don't speak. And being on the property, you'll have to learn how to figure things out.
And always your hand giving some support, but sometimes she just wants to go back to the position, or she kinda gets like disoriented, so she kinda like go back and then just let it rest. She will do it soon, so we can show how. Okay, Caminita.
And she's bilingual. She understands English and Spanish.
Like that. She went back. Yeah, wait. Always have to clean around so the fire ants or other ants don't come and start eating her. So, well, just careful.
Calm down, Samantha, calm down.
That's the food, and then she gets distracted. And yeah, I think she's not that hungry. Also, she doesn't like to be touched here much. She gets kind of, well, I think every chicken, they are sensitive around this area. Okay, go back.
Well, do you have any questions regarding Samantha?
I was still thinking about the her, because you have to check on her so frequently to make sure there's no ants on her. That's what I was thinking about. What to like stop.
We have
Like you can't spray her with anything. Like, you know how you would have the essential oils where you put like, the ones that kind of deters, but you can't put anything on her because she's a bird. you know, especially around her surroundings. You can't even do that
Well,
either.
we do that, but not on her, but like on the blankets
I
around
see.
her. We do like a little barrier, and
Okay.
every now and then we re-spray, and that normally keep them out.
Out the way.
This morning, Paulina probably forget to spray it around her. And I clean the blankets in the night, and before we put her down, I normally spray around her, and that normally keep them. And because she eats so many times during the day, every time I feed her, I move her. I clean the blankets and move her to a different area of the blanket. So we pretty much have the ants situation under control.
How much times do you feed her in a day?
It depends how many people are here.
Okay.
If I'm by myself, I feed her 3 times. If there's, one more people, then she get 2 more feedings. I try to give her like little bits. Her breakfast and her dinner are longer because she's been fasting the whole night, and then I give her a good breakfast, and then later in the morning we give her another little something, and during the rest of the day just little somethings to keep her moving, so she doesn't feel like she's alone. They're all just on the, so we come, we talk to her, we pick her up, we clean her up, we move her, we feed her, we give her fluids.
You mentioned something earlier about this part getting red, and you said something, oh, that means something. What is that? You said, that section right here, like she was flustered or something, and you were able to tell. How did you know that she's like, oh, see, it's flaring up, it's red, that's the reason.
Or the eyes swollen?
No, it was something that about her, and you said, oh, look, Carla, she's getting flustered or something because it's red or flushed. Okay, you know that section right here? Under her?
Yeah.
Is that turns really blood
Yeah,
red?
when they're healthy, when they're like normal hens, if you look at any one of the other hens, it's red.
Well, it gets red while she was eating.
It's
Is that what
red.
happens, and then it just goes back to a different color? Because it was
she have got to the point where it get a little bit red, not red like the other healthy hens.
Okay.
But the source of all her problem is a bad digestive system. That's the core source of Samantha's illness. If she had a good digestive system that was doing what it's supposed to be doing, she wouldn't have had a deficiency of vitamin E and selenium. Therefore, her neck would have get twisted, and her leg. So all these little things that you see here, the probiotics, the enzymes, the selenium and vitamin, all we give that to help her digest her food properly. But it doesn't, at this stage, we do what we can do and just pray for her to be in a peaceful transition soon.
Whenever she drinks water, I like to wait a little bit, because if she goes back to the position that she used to be always,
The
water comes.
out.
So I like to stay a little bit, few minutes.
That's her sound when she's happy. When she's satisfied, she's like, and I roll back to her, and we communicate with.
And
She
if I
does.
touch, she can. So this area is very sensitive.
Well, thank you everyone for watching, and thanks Carla for explaining, and thank you Chris for filming,
Thank you.
and thank you Gary for being here learning.